Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Armchair Keepers of Arcane Secrets. I'm your host, number one, Bob Geis,
I'm
joined
host.
by
I
my
stepped on you.
comrade
I stepped
from
on you.
Ithaca, New York, the one, the only, the incomparable, the legend, Matt Ryan.
I'm Matt Ryan. Yes. I had another name back in my library days, but I don't have my pin to prove it. But I have a name tag with my other name on it. Anyways, Bob, how are you?
I'm fantastic, man. I'm super excited about this next journey that we're undertaking, even if other members of this broadcast crew aren't as excited as I am.
I'm excited. I love
Fantastic.
Westerns. I've always loved Westerns. When I was a kid, there were two kinds of kids. After school in my neck of the woods,
Yep.
there was there was a little sitcom that ran at the 4 or 5 o'clock time zone, and it was either, oh, this is gonna bring the hate. It was either, your choice was, on one channel they had Star Trek,
Yep.
and on the other channel was Bonanza.
All right.
Yeah, which was, I think, the renamed. Well, one of them was Ponderosa. That were like
The
that,
Ponderosa was the ranch on Bonanza.
right? But when it went into series, when it went into reruns, they changed it.
They did? I don't know. I'm not a big Bonanza guy, right? You
I
maybe
was a
are.
I was a Bonanza kid. I would much prefer watching Little Joe. Who played Little Joe? What was the dude
Michael Landon.
with the big ears? Big-eared Michael Landon. Shoot at villains than Spock and Kirk wrestle with each other with their shirts off.
Yeah. That's interesting. That's interesting. I was not confronted with that, choice as a youth. I was never, I never really watched Bonanza, right? It wasn't really on, or at least I never. My dad was a big Gunsmoke guy.
Oh, Matt Dillon,
Yeah.
another tall actor. Well, I'm not an
Yeah.
actor, but another tall dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
We watched all of that shit. Rifleman, it goes way back.
Chuck
Maverick, we
Connors.
watched all that shit.
Yep. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, I like likewise. I grew up with the genre. I love the genre. I've traveled to the American West on numerous occasions. I love it out there. I love the mountains. It's been too long since I've been out there, and I'm jonesing to go out there again.
Oh, I've never been to the West. I've never been to, except on like weirdo excursions where I've flown into Denver.
Yeah.
This one time in my life, I flew into Denver to rent a car to just drive through Wyoming
All right.
to go to this mountain. It was this weird thing. Anyways, I was in a weird headspace.
I
And I
believe
saw
that.
wolves. Anyways, what the hell are we doing here? Oh,
Talking about
so
Shadows over Stillwater.
we're talking about,
Partner.
here it is, folks. This is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be running Shadows over Stillwater. It's a mini campaign. It's a handful of linked adventures. We're going to run this for our groups. Is it the same group, Bob? Is it going to be a different group, or do you even know yet?
I don't know yet. I do believe there would be a revolt if I stayed with the same group, because other players have definitely expressed interest in playing in this game. So
And
I'm going to, I'm going to throw out the call and see who shows up. Right, first come, first serve.
Sure. And that's what I've done, because there's so many people that want to play, that I've mixed it up a little bit. I do have this secret with my gaming table is, if you live in my neighborhood, you're in.
Yeah, yeah.
So I've got two neighbors that they're in every game. I really love playing with my neighbors. And it reminds me of that idea of when we were kids and we would just walk over to the neighbor's house to play D&D.
Yep. Perfect.
So to be able to recreate that, in 2026 is pretty cool. And then I've got some other players that I've got that just really round out the group, give me a nice balance of sexes and age groupings, and so it's a nice diverse crew that I like. And then I've got a new neighbor that wants to play. So anyway, so it's a slightly different group for me as well.
Maybe I'll invite Joey Blunt.
Joey Blunt, get Joey in there. Okay, so here's what. Oh my God, my mind's spinning. Joey Blunt ought to be an NPC at your game that shows up like every chapter, gets killed, and then shows up again.
That's right. No shirt, smoking, always.
We did that when we ran Hoto. I did that with who's the dude that wrote The Great Gatsby?
F. Scott Fitzgerald.
He was an NPC.
Okay.
He would show up and then he would get killed. And then we would start like the next session in the next city and he'd just be there having a martini.
Great.
You know, and he had great skills like find a new wife. That was one of his skills. What was another one? Forgot my wallet at home, 95%.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That was a fun NPC. So okay, but here we want to sort of grease the pan, as it were, to get in a Western mood.
Yeah.
Bob and I thought that we would entertain you folks at home with our picks, our top 3 picks of favorite Westerns. And then we're going to tell the other person what those are and encourage them to go. So Bob's got 3 films that he wants me to watch, and I have 3 films that I want Bob to watch. And we're going to do our damnedest to watch these films before we run Shadows Over Stillwater. See if they can touch the magic of. Ooh, can they touch? Okay. Bob, would you like to start or would you like to receive?
I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead with my 3.
With your 3, or you're going to go one by one?
Do we want to go one by one?
Let's go one by one. I've got notes. Now, look, I have a
All right.
pencil. Look, I have a special pencil, Bob. It's
I
one of
don't
those.
have
It's a motivational pencil.
Oh, how can I get by without a motivational pencil?
Would you
All
like
right,
me to read? Would you like me to read the motivation that's on this pencil?
I need it. I need it.
It says, and I quote, "It gets easier. Eventually, you stop giving a fuck."
Those are words to live by. I'm already there.
Number 1. I'm writing this down. Geis, number 1.
I'm going to go with True Grit 2010, the Jeff Bridges version. I just watched it again for the other day, and I really liked it.
The Coen brothers.
Yep.
It's on my list too.
It's on your list for me?
It's on my list too. It's a really good film that does some things. I think it does some things very well. It's ambiguous, you know, if the guy's a villain or a hero from the start of the thing. You know, I like that. I think a good Western blends the distinction between lawman and outlaw.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Right? It's almost just a matter of situation.
Yep. No, absolutely. 100%.
And there's some wonderful actors in there. There's some wonderful terrain. And one of the things that it does very well is as soon as who's the main character? What's his name?
Rooster Cockburn?
Yeah. Rooster. As soon as Rooster and the girl sort of ride out of the whatever town they started and they're in the wilderness, it immediately gets weird.
Yep.
Which is what a good Western should do.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. No, it's really, really good. You know, I grew up watching the original True Grit with John Wayne with my dad.
Another good film.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it, but I really liked Jeff Bridges in this. I thought he did a really good job, you know, and it was just solid all the way through. So that's my recommendation for you, Matt. And you were going to throw that back at me, weren't you?
I was. I think it's a very good film. It's a very good film.
You have to come up with another one now.
I will, and I'll do it right now. You know what another good Western is, I think, it's a Coen Brothers film, an adaptation of a book. It is No Country for Old Men. Now, it's not set in the historic West. It's set in like maybe the 1990s West.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But it has that, it's ruthless.
I haven't watched it since I saw it in the theater, but I'll watch it again. That's easy.
It's hard characters that make decisions that aren't the best decisions and then stick with those decisions. You've got the Woody Harrelson character that you're not quite sure. Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? You know, you've got the mean character. I can't remember his name nor the actor who played him. I can't come up with his name, but he's got this weird code that he lives by for no reason.
Yes. Yeah. I can't wait to watch it again. Honestly, it's been a long time.
All right. Hit me with number 2.
High Plains Drifter.
Is that the one with Clint Eastwood?
That's one with Clint Eastwood. Yeah.
And that's the one where you don't know if he's a ghost or not.
Yeah, it's a very bizarre film.
It is and that's a cruel film.
Oh my God. Well, you know, I mean, we can't even say what he does like 5 minutes into the film. I mean, it's like, what the hell what am I watching? And that's, but, you know, that kind of highlights what this, the questions that you ask yourself after you watch and while you're watching High Plains Drifter. What is going on here?
Yeah, what's happened and who's the good guy? That's
Yes.
a great, I think that's a great question to ask yourself after the film.
Yep.
Was Clint Eastwood character, was he the protagonist?
Yep.
Was he the antagonist? Did it flip back and forth?
Exactly. And I think for prepping for a game like Shadows over Stillwater, watching something with that level of ambiguity and weirdness in it will be a great,
And
great.
tension.
Yes.
Remember that film was quite tense.
Yes. Yes. All
All
right.
right. Okay, I've got a favorite. It's a favorite and it's an obscure one. It's called Appaloosa.
Appaloosa.
It's a film directed by Ed Harris, and it also stars Viggo Mortensen, however you say that dude's last name.
Yeah.
They are lawmen. They are hired lawmen that show up at a town. Oh, Jeremy Irons plays the cruel rancher that's
Okay.
sort of murdered the previous lawmen.
Yeah.
And it is, it's hard men who have come up with their own moral code. There's a love triangle kind of in it with Renee. Oh, I cannot remember.
Zellweger? I think I have seen this movie.
Yes. And
Okay.
it's very easy to want to paint her as villainous until more of her character is exposed, until we see who she is. And
Yeah.
it's got a nice deep portrayal of these three main characters.
Yeah.
It has it has no soundtrack, which I like. I like wilderness scenes of the West with no music in the background. Just to kind of, I mean, we all know what it's like to be out in the woods.
Yeah.
By yourself. Anything could happen. You know, even music is a reminder of civilization.
Sure.
But when you're deep in country, nobody's going to come save you.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Absolutely. Now it's my turn, right? To give you one. All right. And so, I am going to go with, again, I've been waffling on this decision, right? What I want to tell you, but I will have to say, I want you to revisit, if you haven't seen it in a while, Unforgiven.
Another Clint Eastwood movie.
Another Clint Eastwood movie, right? Which, again, I love the movie. I think it's a fantastic film. But it really, there's just certain things about it which, I think we could use as inspiration in our campaign, right? Um, again, one of the themes is, who's the hero, who's the villain, right? And I think that that's something that is quintessential to the Western genre, right? That the hard times make hard people, right? And hard conditions make hard people, and hard people aren't always necessary heroes or villains, right? There's that level of ambiguity, and honestly, what is an investigator more than that, right? How many times have we said, who are the real villains here, right? When we've been playing this campaign, and the atrocities committed by investigators are numerous. So I think it's a great thing to think about.
It is a good film. Other films now are trickling into my head.
Of course.
Because that always makes me think of the outlaw Josie Wales.
Of course, another great one. That was on that's another one that was on the short list, right?
And I often confuse the two films, but Unforgiven is the one where he walks into the bar and says, "Who owns this shithole?"
Yes.
Which is a great quotable. I've used that at holiday parties. I've walked in and the first thing I've said is, "Who owns this shithole?"
It's fantastic. Fantastic. Yes.
My number 3, I'm not sure if it's a great film, but it sits well in my memory and I've watched it repeatedly.
Okay.
It's the Walter Hill film, The Long Riders.
Okay. All right.
It is about Jesse James and his gang and the various brothers, right? And Walter Hill was able to cast real acting brothers in the roles.
Oh, wow.
For the film. So, for example, Jesse James and his brother are played by the I I cannot remember their names right now. I probably should have done a little research before this.
That's all right.
The Keach brothers.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And then all three Carradine brothers are in it.
Wow.
Christopher Guest, who we know from Spinal Tap and other comedies. Christopher Guest has an acting brother, and they are both in it. Christopher Guest plays, or his brother plays, Robert Ford,
Okay.
right? Who Stacy Keach, and what's his brother's
I
name?
don't know.
Might be James Keach. I can't remember. Walter Hill is the director who directed the film Warriors. Do you remember that from the 70s? Yes, Come Out and Play.
Yes.
So growing up in New York, and of course I'm up in rural parts of New York, but down in the city, when that film debuted, it had such a violent reputation that, according to the press, people were afraid to go to theaters to see it because they used real gang members. And so then that big scene sent in Central Park, they used real gang members.
Wow.
So the gang came to see the film.
Of course they did.
Oh, I remember some of my buddies getting in fights during that film. So there was like this reputation of that film. And then he went on after this long convoluted story. He did Long Riders. And Long Riders they're painted as heroes. The bank robber, Jesse James, is kind of painted as a hero.
Yeah.
And the Pinkertons are painted more villainous.
Yeah.
But it's just a sort of this ensemble cast, and I really like the film. And they do we're gonna get hate mail. They do terrible things to horses, and let me tell you, Bob.
Yeah.
I am no fan of horses.
So a bonus pick, and we could probably do this for hours, right?
And why don't we?
Did you see the assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford?
No, and one of my players, my friend and neighbor Bob, who just won an award for an original script that he wrote that would debut on Audible last year. He wrote Dragon Days, Bob Prohl. Anyways, you can look that up. He has mentioned that film to me multiple times, so I just dialed it up on my networks today.
Yeah, you should. It is really, really, really well done. It was, despite the long title, it's worth watching.
Brad Pitt, Brad Pitt has redeemed himself in my eyes as an actor.
Oh yeah, he did a great job. I was like, it's like, yeah, this man needs to die. And by the end of the film, you were saying, oh yeah. I mean, yeah, what else is he going to do? He does a great job at just being this ominous sort of like danger that like it's just like a ticking time bomb, right? So it's great. Love it. It's a fantastic film.
And then Casey Affleck is the other. He's the other.
Yes.
A strange dude.
Exactly, but he plays the role super well. Fantastic stuff.
Can I throw another one at you? A film that I liked quite a bit. It's John Wayne's last film. Now, I like John Wayne's first film. Of course, John Wayne's first Western was Stagecoach, right? Which another great film.
Yep. I know what you're going to say already.
It's got that great chase scene in it. That's just unbelievable, especially for when it was shot. But his last film with the kid that played Guppy,
Ron Howard,
Happy Days or whatever. What was the
Ron Howard?
Ron Howard. Of course, we're talking about The Shootist.
Yep.
And The Shootist is sort of it's got this nice interplay with the characters, and the whole thing slowly builds to that final shootout.
Yep. Yeah.
It's a nice film.
It's amazing. It has one of the best lines in it ever. You can leave this place immediately or dead.
We're going to have fun running this motherfucker. I can tell you that right now, Bob. And folks, you're going to have fun watching us. That's guaranteed. You are going to love Shadows Over Stillwater. Do you have a cowboy hat, Bob?
You know, I'm thinking maybe I need to get one.
You do, because I've got one.
Man, right.
It's in my Facebook profile, me in the cowboy hat. Folks, so I think that I don't know what we're calling this season 2. This is a transition. I don't know what it is, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm making some significant changes to the beginning of this, Bob, that I will tell you in the next session, because unlike masks, folks, I've read this.
And I've
Bob
read some
has.
of it. I've read some of it. Can't wait to dig into it.
You would think if you're going to do a podcast about a scenario, you'd have read the whole thing, Bob.
Some people would have done that. Some people would have taken that step.
But not necessarily an armchair keeper. So if you'd like to be an honorary armchair keeper, see one of us at one of the shows we're doing in 2026. We got this big bag of dice, and we're more than happy to give you an armchair keeper dice. Here, let me see if I can get that up there, because
That's right.
Focus?
That's right.
Doesn't want to focus.
Yep. No,
it's
it's
giant
good,
mitt coming at the screen. That'll induce nightmares. All right,
yeah.
folks. Is there any other news?
No, just make sure you like and subscribe, share with your friends, families, enemies,